Alright, I know what you're thinking. Why would you want the energy of death in your dinner? Well, as it would turn out, as witches, we understand that death does not necessarily mean literally dying, right? Sometimes it means getting rid of the old and making room for the new. And you can absolutely bring that into today's meal. Watch.
The dinner in question is some chicken mushroom risotto, which was so creamy and so delicious and doesn't need that many ingredients. And as always, find the whole thing free in my blog or join my Patreon, where for $5 a month you can get print and e-version recipe cards for your collections. Now, if you do not wash your mushrooms, I am not eating at your house. Wash your damn mushrooms before you put them in your pot. Meanwhile, get some hazelnuts toasted up until they are fragrant and then set them aside, and then fry up all those mushrooms until they are releasing their water. As always, it's not a meal unless I got some vegeta in there, so throw some salt, pepper, whatever you want in there, and get it frying. While that is going, cut your chicken into 1-inch cubes. And as I said, those mushrooms will release a lot of water. So once they do, get your chicken in, stir it up, and voila! We're gonna add some more seasonings and let it do its thing. Once it's all set, scoop it out, set it aside, because we're gonna use that pot to make our risotto now, which starts with a couple diced onions, some more salt and pepper, and then a little bit of chicken stock set up over here. I know I said this was one pot, and it is. All you're doing with that other pot is just heating up the stock. But once everything's fragrant, get your rice in there and cook until it's about translucent. I forgot to record myself putting the white wine in there, but you're gonna put white wine in there until it is done. You're gonna get all this set up in the meantime, and you're gonna keep this stuff moving. Now here comes that hot stock. What you want to do is ladle it a little bit at a time and just keep stirring it until it's all incorporated, and then add the rest. Your rotator cuff is going to get a workout because you cannot really leave this alone for more than like a minute at most unless you want it all to get stuck to the bottom. And by the way, if you wanted the grain that had more nutrients in it, definitely consider using buckwheat instead of rice, because the flavor profile here absolutely matches buckwheat. But nonetheless, get everything mixed in now, the mushroom, the chicken, all of it. And once it is done, take it off the heat, add some butter, mix it in again. Again, your rotator cuff doing the work. Grate some Parmesan cheese into it, mix it up again, and then once all that's done, get your hazelnuts and your herbs chopped in. And now plate it up and serve. It's hearty, it's rich, the hazelnuts add texture and flavor, and it is just the most beautiful thing you can possibly serve to get rid of the old and invite the new. And remember, death magic doesn't just mean an ending, it also means a new beginning. So pack those ideas into this meal and enjoy.